It's been a while.
It's been 84 years.
Hello everyone. I look different. You probably look a bit different too. It's been 5 years. 5 years. So if you're not familiar with the journey that we've been on here, 5 years ago, I made a video, age 20, talking to my 25-year-old self, who I think at that point I imagined to be a hag, an ancient old woman. But here we are. Did you hear my voice crack? Here we are. So we're going to watch the video and we're going to respond to it. I have no idea what to expect because I haven't watched this video once. I've got my laptop here. It's the same laptop I had 5 years ago. She's still going strong. I think she is at the terminal phase now, this laptop. But I don't know what to expect. I haven't watched this video once. It's taken a lot of restraint because I love watching back my own content. But let's begin. Lovely animation. Okay, right, let's pause. We're 18 seconds in. I look very different. I've got a bit of a bowl cut into plait situation, but I don't want to slate my younger self because she's me and we can't be mean about her. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'll be honest with you, I'm quite nervous about this. Me too. But this idea is something I've seen other people do before and I always find it so interesting to watch. The thing that prompted me to do this is I've got quite a few big life changes happening at the moment. I'm finishing my job at Waterstones because I'm moving back to uni. I've already started moving my things back into my accommodation. I live quite close to my accommodation, so it's not too hard to move things in. But I am moving out soon and I am going to be living somewhere different. I'll be living with my friends in halls. So I thought it was time to check in, and this feels like a bit of a milestone. So here goes. Okay, firstly, no longer working in retail. Yes! But that job at Waterstones was really good. I worked in a lot of different shops. Waterstones, probably my favourite. I had a lovely team in a really shitty, falling apart shopping centre with no heating or aircon. But yeah, I was going back into halls, living with my friends. I'll reveal more about that in a second. Let's keep watching. This video is for myself in 5 years' time.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy.
Hello. I still love Back to the Future. Good reference. She had good taste. Hello, 25-year-old Anna. I'm genuinely so curious to know how things are. So much has changed in the past couple of years, obviously with the coronavirus pandemic, and it's really made me realise that you never ever know what's going to happen. So I'm 20-year-old Anna. The pandemic has, not to talk about the pandemic because it was a dark time for us all, but it has massively influenced my entire outlook on life, even now. I used to be someone who would make big plans, plan things out, write down ambitions, that kind of stuff. Now, I literally live day by day. I even have a print on my wall at the moment that says 1 day at a time. Weird. So, I'm 20-year-old Anna. This is how you dress at the moment in dungarees. Do you still wear dungarees? This is your hair at the moment in plaits. You recently learnt to plait it properly for the first time and it has changed your life. Aww. I think I have dyspraxia. Anyone who has seen me try to ice skate, go up and down stairs, push a shopping trolley and drive would agree with that. and I have very thick hair. Learning to plait it took me a really long time. I don't wear dungarees anymore. I have graduated to jeans. No longer plait the hair, because as you can see at the moment, I'm going for a bird's nest, which I really love. Finally got shagged. It's a shag haircut. Anyway, let's keep watching. These are your earrings and this is your makeup. You just do very basic makeup. You've never loved makeup, so this is what it looks like. I still do quite basic makeup. I've improved it a little bit. A lot of the time I don't wear makeup, not for any particular reason other than a lot of mornings I have overslept. You always really like wearing colourful clothes at the moment. Colourful things and comfy things are the things that are the most important. Is that the same now? I agree with that still. I did go through a phase where I stopped wearing colourful things for about a year, but no, this is quite colourful. I still love my colours. I wear bright colours. That hasn't changed. These are your shoes. Oh! This is what you use to walk around the world with. They're platforms. And they're really comfy. Although I'm guessing because they're Converse, in 5 years' time, you probably won't have these anymore. I don't have them anymore. I loved those shoes to death. I actually had them professionally repaired 3 or 4 times, which cost more than the overall cost of the shoes. They did have to go in the bin. They totally fell apart. Now I wear a few different pairs of shoes. Doc Marten shoes, UGG shoes that I've had for ages, and I have a lot of pairs of Converse. I think my flatmates might be slightly annoyed by the sheer amount of shoes I have. Also, foreshadowing, we'll talk about flatmates. Sad times. Before I ask you about yourself, I'll update you a bit on me. So obviously you're 20 at the moment. You're heading off to university for your 3rd year. You're feeling really excited but also quite sad that it's the last year, because obviously you didn't get a full first year and your 2nd year was all online. So this is kind of like your final shot. You really want to try and make the most of it. You're going to be living with Yaz and Sabrina. I'm still sad about my degree being during the pandemic. I think about this. It's kind of like my Roman Empire. I think about it a lot. I talk to my flatmates about it a lot as well. We didn't even get 1 full year in person. It was all online. Coronavirus hit during the 1st year. Few months in, we all had to go home. Entire rest of the 1st year and 2nd year were online learning, so we didn't get to do any of the trips or in-person things that I thought I'd be doing. 3rd year, it was kind of hybrid, so a little bit in person. We all had to wear masks and be socially distanced and use hand sanitizer, a little bit still online. It's still a bit upsetting because I remember going to uni and thinking, this is it. I found my people. I'm so happy. I had friends, which I hadn't really had at school in the same way. I found school quite difficult. But uni, I felt like I'd found my people. And then the apocalypse hit. But that 3rd year, it was all right. It was okay. It was better than the other 2 because it was in person. I also got to do the speech at the graduation ceremony. So I got to live out my Elle Woods Legally Blonde moment. And I got a degree, which is pretty amazing considering how much I procrastinate. I got a degree. I worked hard. I got that. That was a lot of work. Going to be living with Yaz and Sabrina, and then upstairs will be Laura and Marty and Ugna and Marie and a few other people that you don't know yet. But how are you? That's what I really want to know. Fun fact, I, drumroll please, still live with Laura and Ugna. We all moved to London together. We share a flat in London on a council estate. It's a good time. Sabrina lives in a different country. She's married now. Yaz is doing a PhD, still at Oxford Brookes. She did a master's, now she's doing a PhD. Maria's married, has a dog, lives in Norway. Martina lives in America. She's a high-flying businesswoman with loads of qualifications, serious boyfriend. I still message all these people all the time. The other people that I hadn't met yet, haven't really stayed friends with because I didn't really know them very well. but I think I probably follow them on Instagram. So yeah, I don't think I would have anticipated that would be the situation, but that's what's going on. How am I? I would say I am very different to the person I was 5 years ago. I feel weirdly protective watching this because she was about to go through a very hard couple of years and had no idea that was coming. And at this point, I feel like I was very sparkly and positive and optimistic. The next couple of years were going to be really tough. But then you come out of the other side and are much better for it. And I'm really proud of myself for getting to the point that I'm at, because I think I've become a better, more well-rounded, more authentic and confident person as a result.
How's the family? How are the dogs?
Family are good. I remember when I filmed this, I was absolutely terrified that everyone would have died. Actually, they're okay. People are still alive, touch wood. Dogs are okay. Elsa is now 12. She's a little bit senile. Angel, our other dog, I don't know if she has to, but my mum pushes her around in a pram now because her joints ache. But they're both still alive. They're both well.
How's Katie? She's presumably a qualified veterinary nurse now because she's training to be that at the moment.
Yep, Katie is a qualified vet nurse. She works at Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. She also lives in London, not with us, because we'd probably kill each other. But I'm seeing her tonight. She's doing well.
Is she liking it? Is she hating it?
I don't feel it's my place to share her personal feelings online, but I think veterinary is a hard career and quite upsetting. But I'm really proud of her. She'll probably hate me saying that.
Does she have a partner? Do you have a partner? You don't have a partner at the moment.
You don't have a partner. Which I'm quite pleased about, actually, because in the 2 years that you did the job that didn't make you very happy, you ended up in a situation with a man who was making you very miserable. And actually, I'm very happy being on my own at the minute. It would have to be a pretty special person for me to open myself up to, I think. Maybe that person will come into my life, but if they don't, I'm all right with it. I've got a pretty great life on my own at the minute. Genuinely. You're okay.
What do you like doing in your spare time? At the moment, you obviously like making videos and you love writing and drawing, but you don't do that very much. You'd like to do more of that.
So in my spare time, I like writing and drawing still. I don't do very much of it. I occasionally post drawings on Instagram. I need to do some more. Anna the Grey, if you want to follow. The main thing I do in my spare time, which I don't think you will anticipate at this point, is stand-up comedy. I do stand-up every week, pretty much, around 1 to 3 times a week, all around London, in pubs and venues. I've actually done some really great gigs. I've met some fantastic people. It's massively enriched my life. You've made loads of friends doing it. That's become my main focus, really, apart from work.
Are you still doing YouTube? I wonder if you are. Maybe you're not. I mean, I've only been doing it for 5 months. That would be quite a long time later. At the moment, you've got 546 subscribers. I don't know if you'll have more or if you will have given up on the whole thing, but I thought I'd mention it.
I did do it for a while. I got over 1,000 subscribers, but the thing with YouTube is I still am to some extent, I was a real perfectionist and my videos would take a very long time. Like today, I've just filmed this on my phone, but this, I was using my proper camera, lighting, microphone, meticulously editing it all. It took a long time. But I guess this is a tricky question because yes, I am doing it to respond to this, but I haven't done it in a few years. Maybe I'll do some more. Who knows? I do post TikToks and I post a lot on Instagram. I'm addicted to that app. The headlines in the news today are, 9 dead as New York and New Jersey hit by floods in Hurricane Ida. Well, that's very sad. There's also conflict in Afghanistan, and the US Supreme Court have refused to block extreme Texas abortion ban. We're also still getting over the pandemic. But in happier news, ABBA are releasing a new album. So every cloud... Right. I don't really know how to respond to that. Yeah, the world's still shit. News is terrible. Trans people, your trans friends, getting a lot of hate. Human rights not being respected. Human rights in America not improving. Trump is president again. I'm not really supposed to say my political views online because of the job that I do now, but it's not good, I would say. Labour are in government. Not quite the Tony Blair transformation that people were expecting. Israel-Palestine conflict still going on. Ukraine-Russia conflict still going on. I'm interested I didn't mention these at the time. The world is a very scary place. Also, something I wouldn't have been aware of at all was the rise of AI, because AI wasn't really a concern in 2020, whereas now it's absolutely terrifying and everywhere, and I can't tell what's real and what's AI anymore. And I'm really scared about that. I don't know how that will change as time passes and as I get older. The world's a difficult place, still, I would say. I don't really remember ABBA's new album. It obviously didn't have the impact that I thought that it would at the time. I still haven't seen ABBA Voyage either. I'm desperate to see that. What do you enjoy listening to at the moment? At the minute, you're really enjoying Arlo Parks and Orla Gartland. Tell me about songs and artists that you love that I don't know about yet. Tell me about films you've watched and TV shows and art and anything that you absolutely love that I don't know about, that hasn't come out yet. That's so exciting to me. Wow, yeah. I mean, on a more positive note, a lot of really exciting art and music has come out. You're still a massive fan of CMAT, and at this point CMAT was fairly small. Like, she wasn't as big as she is now. I'm interested I didn't mention CMAT because she's one of my absolute favourites. She has gone global. She blew up. A dance done by Sam Morris went really big on TikTok. Her album Euro Country is phenomenal. She also released Crazy Mad for Me. I don't know if My Wife Knew I'd Be Dead had come out yet at this point. I don't think it had. But I actually ended up speaking to her in a live stream shortly after this video when I'd moved back into halls about the release of that album. And you have met her in real life at Radio 1 when you got to watch the live lounge. CMAT is my favourite. Yeah, Arlo Parks, Orla Gartland, still good. Don't listen to them as much, but they're on my playlist still. Orla came up on a playlist yesterday. Have both released other albums since. Art, now that you're in London, really easy to go to art exhibitions. I should do that more. Films, saw Wicked Part 2 a couple of days ago. Didn't like it as much as Wicked Part 1. You love The Holdovers. That came out a couple of years ago and that has become one of my favourite films. It's so good. I got the soundtrack on vinyl. Also editing, Anna. Didn't even talk about TV. I got really into the most recent series of Stranger Things. Finished watching Ghosts, which was absolutely amazing. Also absolutely loved BoJack Horseman. Rom recommended that to me. Loads of great TV out there. Changing Ends, Alan Carr, you're watching at the moment. So much good stuff. You watch a lot of stand-up comedy now. I see stand-up comedy most weeks that friends have done. I've been to the Edinburgh Fringe twice since this video was filmed. That's become a huge part of my life. And it wasn't really before. I remember as a teenager I wanted to do stand-up, but then didn't get round to it. And then I went to the Edinburgh Fringe and it totally blew my mind. So that's something that has happened. How are your friends? I hope you're still in touch with people. How's Anya? Is Anya married? Does she have children?
Maybe she's moved to Australia. Anya always seems so much more ahead of me, so I'd be interested to know where she is.
Oh, that's so sad. That I forgot I said that. Yeah, Anya, I feel a bit bad saying this on the internet, but Anya was my best friend for about 6 years. We met at Lush, where we worked together, went on holiday together. Then one day, out of the blue, and I still don't know why, genuinely, I still don't know why, she decided she didn't want to be friends anymore. It just came out of nowhere. Maybe she wanted to change. She is married. She did marry Dylan, but we're no longer in touch, unfortunately. That's so sad that I really, for certain, didn't even occur to me that we might not be friends. C'est la vie.
How are all your friends from uni? Are any of them doing anything exciting? Where are you living? That's something I'm really excited about, because I have absolutely no idea where you'll choose to live. No idea. Where are you working?
As I said earlier, living in London with Laura and Ugna from uni. They both work in publishing. Everyone's doing well. I very nearly moved to Birmingham. I nearly got a job as a production journalist in Birmingham. Well, I did get the job, but then the hours wouldn't have suited me. So I'm now in London.
One of the main things I'm really scared about at the moment is work. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm thinking it might be something in publishing or media. What are you doing? I have absolutely no idea where you will be. How is it? Do you like your job? I hope you don't hate your job. I'm really scared about working in an office. I'm really scared about being miserable doing something I hate. Do you live by yourself?
I do remember being really scared about this. So, my job. This was a big change. I work at the moment at BBC Radio 2. I'm an assistant producer for 2 shows, Sounds of the 90s with Fern Cotton and The Saturday Show with Romesh Ranganathan. And I love both of them. I really like my job. Working in an office isn't as bad as you think. Also, Rom has really helped me with comedy. I've opened for him at a gig. He's really supportive. Fern is lovely as well. I do it with one other girl called Katie, who is amazing, and our exec producer Rich, who I really like as well. It's part-time. I don't know what tense I'm in at the minute, freelance on other shows like Lisa Tarbuck and Scott Mills. But yeah, you like your job.
How's money? I'm really stressed about money. I'm stressed about money and I'm stressed about cooking. I feel like those are things that I don't know what I'm doing with.
Oh, babe, same. Same. I still burn things. I've developed an M&S yellow sticker discount addiction. Pop it in the freezer. It's a smorgasbord. There's loads of stuff that you can eat. Cooking doesn't have to be as stressful as you think. Remember the words of Ratatouille. Anyone can cook, even you. If a rat can do it, you can do it. Money, always going to be stressful, particularly in the part-time freelance world that you have found yourself in. But if you're living a fulfilling life and you're making sensible decisions, you'll be fine. It's okay.
Do you still have a car? At the moment you have a car and you drive it to work, but maybe you don't have one anymore.
I do have a car. It's at my parents' house, but I don't drive at all anymore. Driving was the hardest thing I ever learnt to do. I just get the tube everywhere now and it's disgusting. I hate it.
Tell me something that you can't believe I haven't experienced yet, whether it's good or bad.
Heartbreak. Anguish. Meeting somebody that doesn't value you and make you feel good. I was really, really unhappy and I partially lost my eyesight. Went to the doctors. They confirmed that I'd had a stress-induced flare-up and that I had lesions in my brain and I had multiple sclerosis, which was unexpected. I'm starting medication next week. That is how long it has taken. It was a very upsetting time, but had I not had that breakdown and got to that low point, wouldn't be where I am now, which is a much, much happier place. I totally forgot to mention some really positive things that have happened. I became a qualified bell ringer, which was a 5-part package series I did for radio. My radio pieces were featured in BBC's Best of Local Radio, played out across the country. I was really good at making packages. I got to be in Horrible Science, which I actually haven't announced anywhere yet, but I am in a few episodes in very small little roles of CBBC's Horrible Science, which was one of the best experiences ever. I got to play a lobster on stage in London's West End in a comedy production of Les Mis. Sorry, not a lobster, a crab. So a lot of good stuff has happened too. Probably even more good stuff that I'm not thinking about. And opened for Romesh Ranganathan as a comedian. I did an opening set for Rom. That's crazy. Every Saturday in my job I get to meet the most famous people, the most interesting people as guests on our radio show, which is really cool. So also let's celebrate the good.
Do you still have a fringe?
I do still have a fringe.
Right now I really love my fringe. I hope you don't have any wrinkles or grey hair. It's 5 years, isn't it? That's not too long. Although 5 years ago, I was 15, so I would have had a pixie cut 5 years ago. I hope you haven't got a pixie cut again.
I don't have a pixie cut. I have a very cool shag cut, thank you very much. I don't have wrinkles. Well, I maybe have some fine lines. I'm trying not to think about that. I have 1 or 2 grey hairs, but I think I've had those for a while. They're silver. I'm pretty sure I've had those for most of my life, and I just pick them out whenever they turn up.
What's technology like? This is your phone at the moment, but this is a new phone. This was your phone
Oh my God.
Just a few months ago. Although you're a bit behind with the times with these.
They're so small. I can't show you my phone because it's what I'm filming on at the moment. I think it's an iPhone 13? It's got more impressive cameras.
What's social media like? What's popular? The most popular thing right now is probably TikTok, which you do have, but you don't really use.
Yep, TikTok's still popular. I have that, I use it, but not very often. Instagram, you're massively addicted to. Facebook, you only really use for Facebook Marketplace.
Have you taken up any new hobbies? I hope you have. I hope you're doing some fun things.
Yep, stand-up comedy.
At the moment, you've just taken your bike up to uni today and you're going to try and cycle, which you haven't done in years and you're really scared about. Did that go okay? Did you keep cycling?
No, you didn't keep cycling. You took your bike to uni, tried to ride it once, and the handlebars came off. Also, the week that I did take my bike up to uni, one of your lecturers, there's no way to say this sensitively, got hit on their bike by a truck right outside my halls. So that really put me off the idea. I go by foot.
What did you get in your degree? At the moment, you really want to try and get a first, but you also don't want to go insane. Have you visited?
I did get a first, although grades don't really matter. But I didn't do a dissertation. I did a final major project. I made a zine. You can watch videos about that on this channel. In complete honesty, your GCSEs were more stressful than your degree. GCSEs were horrendous.
Have you visited any exciting places? At the moment, you don't really like travelling, but have you gone anywhere? Have you done anything exciting?
Have I done anything exciting? Oh yeah, Edinburgh. Edinburgh Fringe has been massive for me and has introduced me to so many people. I'm not sure I've been abroad. I don't really like travelling abroad. I find it quite stressful. But Edinburgh has become a massive thing that I want to do every year.
Is there anyone that you've met that you can't believe I don't know now? Any new friends, new people? I really hope so. I hope you've met some new people.
Oh my God, you've met so many new people. People that you absolutely love. Abby, I'm seeing her this week. We were messaging today. We met at the Edinburgh Fringe. She's actually a current Blue Peter presenter, and we sat next to each other at a show and have become really good friends. You've met loads of people through comedy, Luke, Christian, Amy, Holly, countless people that you've met on the circuit that you see regularly. You're close with the people you work with as well. So many people. So many people. My life is just full of people and I meet new people every week. It's a good time. It's a good time for socialising.
How is the climate crisis? Are you even still alive?
I am alive. Climate crisis is still shit.
That's a bit worrying. What are you currently reading? At the moment, you're reading Betty, which is making you quite sad, and Poison for Breakfast by Lemony Snicket, which you are loving. It's so good.
Poison for Breakfast is a book that I still think about every day, about going off, having adventures. Betty was fucking depressing. That was a depressing book. That was so miserable. I'm reading about 5 different books at the moment. I'm rereading the Mr. Gunn books, which I read when I was about 6, because I find them hilarious and they don't require much brain space. Why Is That So Funny? Your friend Christian recommended this to you. It's very good. It's about physical comedy. Meddling Kids. I've had this on my bedside table for ages. Haven't finished it. You're also reading some stuff about zines for your major project. How did that go? It seems absolutely terrifying, but you will have done it. It'll be behind you. How was it? Can you even remember it now? Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Met loads of people, met Lou from Girls Zine Fair, and I actually, would you believe it, did a stand-up gig at Girls Zine Fair this year. Loads of people loved my zine when I made it. It went really well. I did a whole workshop with all my friends. We all contributed to it. Might do another zine at some point. I still junk journal, write diaries, collect stuff. I've got a bag full of paper rubbish over there that is stressing me out because I need to use it for collaging and not just become a hoarder. It went well. You did a good job. I still look back on that zine, Stop Paper Scissors, and I still feel really proud of it, even 5 years later. I think I'm going to wrap up now because I can't think of anything else to say. But I just hope you're okay. And I hope this didn't make you too sad. I hope you managed to record some sort of response. I'm going to try really hard not to watch this video at all once it's posted until I'm 25. Okay, I'm going to say bye now. Ah, that wasn't as emotional as I thought it would be. I think the main takeaways are I've been through a lot, but my life's in a really good place at the moment. I'm really happy. I'm in London. I've got good friends. My life is interesting. It's exciting. I've met loads of interesting people. It's so much bigger and richer and more varied than my life was here. My life at this point was actually quite small, I think. I thought it was quite big, but she didn't know what was coming. Oh, wow. What a whirlwind. What a journey. I don't really know how to sign off other than the world's still on fire, but you're okay. Touch wood. You made it through, and I'm very proud of myself, if I can say that. And I'm excited for the future. 25 is a better year than 20. Thank you for watching this if you made it to the end, and maybe see you in another 5 years. Bye for now.